Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso and you're live on S3. Now, continuing our conversation around the highly popular first-person video game, Valorant. We have Spencer Ma, the growth lead from software company Carry First, joining us to shed some light on the recent launch of the Cape Town servers for the video game and what this development means for our gaming community. Spencer, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So, Valorant servers, they're here. Why is this big news?
It's big news for a number of reasons. So first of all, players in South Africa never had local servers for this game in particular.
Yes.
Riot Games, the parent company that makes Valorant, it's the first time actually having a dedicated server on the entire African continent. So now players, instead of having to play with 150 to 200 ping, which means that they have a lot of lag, they have a lot of latency, they can play with 3 to 5 ping even as well in Cape Town. And so it's great, it improves the player experience. They can also play against each other rather than having to play against people in Europe or in the Middle East a lot, so they can play with friends.
This is so cool. And I mean, it's building a great community as well. But like the other opportunities that this brings, I mean, esports is massive in South Africa. So is this going to change the game for us here?
Absolutely. I think especially Valorant is such a competitive game, and the South African gaming community is very competitive.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring a lot of opportunities for grassroots tournaments. We as Carry First are going to host a number of tournaments throughout the next couple of months as well to really just showcase the talent. And so yes, exactly. With esports, it's going to be on the rise. Hopefully Riot Games will also pick this up and host some local tournaments as well on the ground here.
I believe there's a Streamers Cup coming up as well, which you're very excited about. Tell us a bit more.
Yeah, that's correct. So this Saturday, starting at around 2 p.m. South African time, we're going to be having 20 of South Africa's biggest streamers and content creators go head-to-head with 4 teams of 5 and kind of a friendly exhibition match. I say friendly, but we'll see how that goes later down the line.
Oh, no.
But it's going to be really exciting, so definitely tune in.
So that's going to be so cool. Obviously, they're streamed everywhere. But now, just to tap into Valorant, you know, this is such an interesting game. And this, from Carry First perspective, you decided to be very, very deliberate in creating servers for this game in South Africa. There had to be a justification behind that because, you know, we have other shooters all over the place.
Yep.
So why Valorant? Why was this such a big opportunity for you guys?
Yeah, so with Riot Games, we had been partners with them for quite a while.
Yeah.
They had always been interested in exploring the African market. They're very big in other large markets around the world. And when they actually partnered with us a couple of years ago, they expressed this interest in doing something in Africa. And it took a while for us to be able to put that plan into fruition. But it made sense because they only have one FPS title, which is Valorant, and they knew that FPS was quite big in South Africa, first-person shooter. And so it made sense for us just to stick with Valorant for now. Our hope is that we would be able to work with other large publishers like Riot Games to bring other servers for their first-person shooters as well to South Africa and to the African region overall. So
just, I mean, for the Streamers Cup as well, I'm sure it's open for anybody to sign up and get involved, right? So how do you actually sign up and actually really get stuck into the Streamers Cup? Now that Valorant is here, and we've got better ping, let's go. Yeah, absolutely. So for the Streamers Cup, it's an invitational for 20 people. Okay. And we've already invited those people. However, you can tune in and get involved. We'll be running some giveaways, some competitions during the stream itself. However, throughout the next couple of months, we've partnered with a local tournament operator called African Cyber Gaming League, or ACGL. Nice. We'll be running community cups throughout each month, and that's open to everybody. And then we're hoping to be as well at a number of events coming up in the next couple of months, the first of which being Comic-Con Africa in Johannesburg. That's going to be
end of September, which is going to be awesome. We're going to have an amazing booth, and we're just going to have PCs for anybody to play, so people can just show up and sign up. But otherwise, we're going to be hosting grassroots tournaments throughout the next couple of months. So if you can't participate in the Streamers Cup this Saturday, if you're not, we have lots of opportunities for you to get involved and maybe win some cash prizes. So grassroots, you mentioned that for a second. I mean, from a Carry First perspective, I mean, is there a deliberate look into developing esports gamers in South Africa? Are you looking to actually grow this market? Yeah, 100%. We are definitely trying to look at growing this market. And I think we really want to empower people that are either on teams or just play with friends to organize their own tournaments, to organize their own challenges, either with friends or with open people. And we want to be able to provide support and resources for that as well. So definitely get in touch with us any way that you can if that's something that you want to do. We've already been talking with a lot of the people from the launch about potentially hosting more tournaments later on. And so 100%, we're very committed to growing this team together. And I think community engagement is definitely the biggest piece to doing that. The gamers have been playing this game for 3 years. They're super dedicated to the game. They're playing on 150 ping, which is ridiculous how you would stick with the game for that long. But for their dedication, we want to reward that by providing as many opportunities as possible.
That is so cool. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing the exciting news about Valorant. And of course, the servers are here in South Africa. And I mean, we've seen so many great World Cups over here. It's about time we get Esports World Cup in South Africa. And Carry First is helping that along. So make sure you stick around because we've got some gamers as well as gaming content creators coming at you with regard to the big news around Valorant, so stay there.